What's up, legit delinquents? Mason the French here, back with another trade-in video. So today is January 14th, and today was, it was a good day for me, I'll say that, but overall, it was a pretty shitty day. Like, the price action was ass. I was just able to get into a good position in the beginning, and I rode it to where I needed to get, but thank God I didn't stay in it, or I kept trading, because I definitely would have lost money and shit. But the price action was just like not where it needed to be. And I did do a little bit of an impulsive starting trade in the beginning. Like I said, don't do that. You'll lose money most likely. I did it for a reason though. I did it because I'll show y'all what I mean, but in the hour time frame, I was starting to see a trend of a Head and Shoulders. You know, where it's go and then like just shit like that. And then when I set up my chart, it was in the category of it being a buy day. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm seeing two confirmations from my eyes from two different things, I'm just gonna put it in as a buy because I'm full well having a lot of confidence in this that it's just gonna go straight up. So without further ado, fuckers, I'm gonna show y'all my shit. So y'all can see I already put in a buy. This wasn't even early on. I did it like right when the market opened. But it was a super long candle that came into play. You know how when the market opens, it starts off with a super long candle. Exactly what I mean right there. So I was trying to put in a buy right when the third candle was about to get into play. I wasn't able to get it soon enough because it literally spawned like a Long Johnson, and I put my white marker right here for it to reach that, and it met that in just one fucking candle. In 1 fucking second. So in my eyes, I was thinking to myself, oh, please do not make a reverse on me. Please don't do some bullshit like this. That happens to me all the time. I was chilling. It just was not going down that much. I see from there, I almost met my profit just off of one trade. Now, honestly, I full well expected it to go straight the fuck up and it would keep on going, and I could have probably reached 1,000. It didn't do that today. It just kind of went up and it started to consolidate and then it would go up. I'll just show y'all. So when the next candle came in, it was a super hard selling candle. Now this candle came in and it kind of wiped me out a little bit. I was almost at that 500, and yeah, you can see right there, I'm already in the negatives. I was at negative 100, but that was one of the bigger numbers that I was at. But like I said, I was in a good area to where I didn't want to get out of my position because I already knew that I was in a good position from where I was thinking. So I'm already expecting it to go back up. I just needed to get that little more oomph, a little more pizzazz to get over there. Now this wasn't where I was looking too good. This was the worst part that could happen. It went all the way back to straight buttfuck beginning. I'm down $370, so I'm down quite a bit of money. But you already know your boy's gonna stay in because I'm gonna make that shit back, motherfucker. And now the green candle is starting to make its way back in. Now we're seeing where everything's gonna go. I'm just trying to see where the 100 pips is gonna go to where I can just get my money and then get the fuck out. And I'm also on the 30-second time frame right now, or I was, but it gave me a better understanding as to where the market was going. When I was on the 30-second, it literally made the same candles every single time. It just went down, up, down, up. So there wasn't much of a trend going on here. I was in a good manipulation section, or consolidation as you would say it, to where it just started moving from left to right. Didn't even go up and didn't go down. But this was where I got the money to come in. Once this candle made a reverse from the selling to the buying candle, that was where my money was coming in. And I already set in my take profit and my stop loss. So I just needed to hit that marker and then I was done. And then once this candle came in right over here, this next minute candle, it just spoke up right there. And then boom, right at the $500 mark, it just needs to get a little bit more up and then boom. And then when we come over here to TradingView to show y'all what it actually looks like I said, the spike that I got was right over here on this top notch right over here. This was where I got out of my trade because I didn't need it anymore. But you can see that for the rest of the day, it wasn't great price action at all. I mean, if you're cracked with that like a wizard, you could have gone in right when you needed to. Like right here, if you saw the trend of right here, all these reds right come in, you could have seen this fair value gap right over here. And then that's an IFVG, inverse fair value gap. That's a spike up. You could have gone at least like 100, 150 pips. So if you're cracked, like I said, that's when you could have got into the trade. I might have gone into that, but I didn't need to just because I already made the money that I needed to make. And good thing I didn't stay in the trade because it just started to make more of a selling position. And I was in a buy day. What I mean by that is I set up my chart as if it was going to be a buy. Or also right over here. You could have gone right over here as in a sell if you're cracked like that. But I'm not cracked like that, and I just wasn't on the market for that long. But you can just clearly see it wasn't a great day that at all. But if you waited until, yeah, about 9:10, 9:30, that's when this came into play. And if you just waited this out right here, you could have gone a nice selling position to where you've gone right over here and just made that straight downtrend down. And it's a good parallel line as well. But, oh, that's like 200 pips actually. That's nice. But like I said, it's just not that big of a deal because it's just, you don't know what's going to happen. But also, if I was like a more experienced trader and I came to the chart and I saw this and it was like later in the day, like around noon or 11, and I saw this shit, I'd be like, yeah, it was a pretty shitty day to trade. So I didn't even really want to trade this morning, but I fucking made money, so. And then day 23, bitch. Also, I couldn't get my fucking account up again, bro. I still gotta keep trying, but I'm trying all these different ways and different accounts and shit. It's just not working right now, but I'll figure this shit out. Another fast and easy dub. Literally made 500 bucks in 6-7 minutes. So it was good for that. I did a buy right when the market opened. Usually I say not to place an order when the market opens because it makes the reverse, and that's when I just end up losing a shit ton of money because I was on the hour time frame, and like I said, that's when it shows the head and shoulders. Because this is what I saw, y'all. I saw this mountain come up, and then this mountain went up, and then another mountain went up. So I was expecting it to make that same trend, but clearly I'm in the future right now. I'm in the very future. So what I'm saying by that is it's in the down stage right now. So I'm expecting tomorrow to maybe be that day to where it's going to go up. But I'll just see when the time comes to see if that's actually going to happen or not. I knew the market wasn't going to make a reverse on me. That shit was set in stone to go up a little bit. I just needed that extra oomph. Placed a buy right when the market opened and almost hit my mark within that time. If I placed the mark before the market opened, for sure I would have hit that immediately. Then I went back down and I consolidated for a few minutes, and then it shot up just a little bit to hit that TP. And then you're a wizard, Harry! Up $520 on the day. Still need to get that live account set up. So, like I said, pretty phenomenal day. The main thing I just need to do is to get that live account up and running, and that's when the crazy trades and the revenge trades all live on that shit is gonna happen. And that was my January 14th trading day for y'all fucks. So today wasn't the greatest day ever to trade. Probably shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyways, just because I'm trying to keep on getting more and more experience and just trying to get better for that live account when the time comes for that. But without further ado, moogly boogly oogly doodle belies, I'm gonna head out and do some more trading analysis for you fuckers. Because I enjoy this shit. I enjoy looking at this and making money, and hopefully maybe teaching some of y'all this shit. I know my mind looks and acts a lot different and weirder than other people's, but this is just the way I learn, and maybe some other people might understand, maybe not. But I'm out, bitches!